Okay, we are now live. So good afternoon, everybody. It is Sunday, May 29th, 4:42 Eastern Time. So this is the live I am doing for my members, but once a month I do it for everybody else. So this is why this is being broadcast to everybody. So let me just change the thumbnail to make it a little bit more appealing because yeah, this is not a great thumbnail so far. So this is going to be public, and I'm gonna monetize it because it's to the public. So today we are going to take a look at Tesla and Palantir from a daily briefly, but also from a weekly perspective. It's always nice in technical analysis to look at the weekly perspective, to give us ideas as to what might be happening during the week. So let's just start, and you can ask questions as you come into this live. So yeah, Tesla had 3 nice green days recently. And as you know, we like to have stochastic over 60 to show us that a stock is really ready to take off. We don't have that yet. So we have just a little bit of a concern that this move up might not last. We have that concern. It does not mean that we are right, but there is a concern. And it's okay to have a concern. It's okay to see the opposite thing, because when you see something go up, it's easy to think that it's gonna go up all the time. And if we take a look at what happened right here, so on February 24th, the stock came super down, close to 695.46, then went up, 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 and we got stochastic over 60, but it went up so far so fast, and we had a decreasing resistance right here, and the stock just came down a bit, made a second low. This was the first low, made a second low, and then it started again, and then stochastic went way higher than 60, and the stock launched like crazy. So because we don't have stochastic over 60 yet, maybe we are going to have a pullback at some point. So you just need to be aware of that. And maybe this is going to be around 800. Maybe it's going to be around 800, and maybe it's going to do this. And then the stochastic will start to go a bit higher, and maybe this is going to launch for good at this point. So that's a possibility. But with Tesla, we need to also be aware that in terms of the possibilities, Tesla, when it goes, it just goes. So maybe also we are just going to launch like this. This is also possible. So just be aware that these are 2 possible scenarios that can happen right here. Let me just try this live with you guys. So we had this descending channel right here, and if I extend this, what are we going to learn? We are going to learn that we stopped pretty much right smack on that descending resistance. So how interesting is that? And this was the support at that point in time. This was the support, and if I extend that a little bit, okay, we have not reached that at all. So maybe we're going to have a little bit of a hard time breaking this, maybe, because this is the continuation of this pattern here. We came outside of it and then had our own little pattern, our own little downward channel. We had our own little downward channel here, and now we are bouncing a little bit. So this is going to be very interesting to see what's happening next week. And with technical analysis, when we are not sure about something, we just have to wait a bit and further candles are going to appear, and then things will be made a little bit clearer. So that's for the daily chart. Let's look at the weekly chart. Weekly chart, we are into this downward channel right here. We don't have stochastic very high. We have it at 23 and we like it at over 60. So it's not there yet, but now you know, we are reaching this resistance. This resistance also. So we still have to break this on the weekly chart, and we still have to have a good stochastic for the stock to move for a while. So we don't have that, and we can almost look at the monthly chart here. Monthly chart, we just lost stochastic over 60. We lost it. So maybe this is just a fluke like we had here in February, because stochastic has been over 60 since April 1st, 2020. Stochastic over 60 means that the stock is strong. But now we lost 800 here and we lost stochastic. So maybe it's just a fluke and it's going to come back up. So far, it does not look like that. So, so to be really sure that a move is going to happen on the daily chart, we should have a synchronicity with the weekly chart and the monthly chart. So we don't have that yet. So maybe it's going to come next week, but we don't have yet. So just keep in mind that this move up might not last. You can still make money, but maybe it's not the big one that will do fantastic. And another example of that is right here. The stock has been going down and then moved up fast and then just caved in for several days before really trying to go up, and then it just reached another resistance and came back down. So so we should be careful about that. So that's it for Tesla. Let me look at the comments. Lance Runnels. Hello, Lance. Does the weekly chart give the best perspective? Yes, my friend. Yes. Exactly. So this is why technical analysis is so versatile, because you can use it on the 5-minute chart. You can use it on the 1-hour chart, blah, 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 blah. And it depends on how much attention or how much attention or how much work you want to put in. So if you look at the weekly chart, then you don't have to think about much. You know, you can buy when stochastic goes over 60, right about here at 636, and sell when you want to sell or when there's a break in support. So you could have sold at 863 without thinking too much. If you want to optimize a little bit more, then you need other tools. But even with this basic stochastic over 60 you buy and stochastic over 60 you sell, at the very least you can sell at any point. So if a stock goes super high super fast and reaches a resistance, then you can sell. So you could have bought at 620 and sold at 1200, so that's ×2, and only looking at the stock once a week. So yes, so the answer is yes. And monthly chart is also valid too. If you want to spend even less time, this is even easier. Yeah, okay, sorry. Awesome videos, thanks. I wish I bought 3D. Yes, well, yes, of course. We all, yeah, if we could go back in time, we would all be millionaires. But what counts is to catch big trends. And, you know, even if you don't catch the real bottom, that's okay. It does not, you know, it does not matter that much. Because, and especially for a stock like Tesla that can move like crazy. And thank you for the compliment. Chente Rios, going to start today and swing trading Tesla with the VWAP. Yes, I've been hearing about this VWAP thing. I don't use it very much. I never used it. We all have our special pet indicators. VWAP, okay. Volume weighted average price. I guess that's the one you're talking about. Uh, where did it put it? Hello, is it putting it somewhere? I don't see it. Okay, yeah. Okay, it's putting it there. Okay, yeah. Okay, well, that's interesting. It's doing something here. Okay, I was just curious, but I don't have time to look at that today. Will it drop to 550? I don't know. I don't know. And I don't need to know. I just need to see if it, you know, first, we say on this channel that we need stochastic over 60 to have a significant move in a stock, to have a valid move. It's not, if we don't have that, it's noise. So far stochastic is not over 60, and we are still underneath this resistance right here, this purple resistance. I put it purple because it's the most important resistance we have yet. So, so we need to break this and then see what's happening at around 800, and maybe we are going to have a pullback down. So 550, not for now, not for now. I don't see that for now, because I don't see that within the next week at least. I'm going to say this. But this is just, yeah, this is speculation, but yeah. Pull back on Tuesday. Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you with this. If we break, we have two resistance that we need to break now. Two. It's not impossible, but I'd like to see that done. How about analyze 5 days, 15 to 5 days? You mean 15 to 30 minutes chart? Yeah, okay, well, 15 to 30 minute chart, yes, is another way of doing this. So, on that chart, this is the 30-minute chart. It's going. No, see, it's going up. So looking at it at the 30-minute chart, the time to buy was when stochastic became over 60. That's why I say stochastic over 60 is important, because look at this. Boom, boom. It's not the whole story, but it's a very important part of the story. So at this point, we try to catch moves that are beginning. So here on the 30-minute chart, the move has already been there and gone. So it's less. So at that point, I prefer to switch to a time frame where the move is starting or has not yet started. I prefer that. And on this channel, it was on the 1 hour chart that, stochastic became over 60 right here. So we had a downward resistance right here. So you could have bought at 660 or 685. So yeah. Let me see other comments. Tesla Q2 will be flat. That's possible, because of that's really possible because of what happened. The shutdown in Shanghai. Shanghai. Yeah. Maybe 720 to 700. In terms of the pullback, yes. Yeah, we tend to pull back on previous support. So, we have 695, we have 726. We could be there. I have a limit order 700 and 680. Okay. Thank you for sharing. Well, I'm happy. You're happy. I'm just happy that the last 2 trading days my stock went down and I could even, yeah, okay. I own only 2 stocks and I'm buying when I see a nice opportunity. Yes, the old buying the dip. Yeah, on this channel, you know, we don't buy the dip when a stock is in a downtrend, because buying the dip is really buying high. But when a stock starts to reverse and pulls back on support, then buying that dip is good, because this is a high, well, this is a low before a high, this is a low before a high. Here it's a low before another low. So we try not to do that. But if you don't want to work too much, and I don't say that in a negative way, because we all have projects. So yeah, you can dollar cost average and every week buy, and with a company like Tesla, which is going to go up super high eventually, then you're not making a mistake. So the VWAP on 1 to 5 minutes. Okay. I might be looking at that at another time. How do you see 630 at bottom when it happened? But that's the thing, is that, you know, it's hard to spot the real bottom, because the bottom means that it goes there and goes back up. So you only know that it was the bottom after it has gone back up. Because you know, here at 8.99, was it the bottom? Well, it was the bottom because it went higher after, and you could argue that it was the bottom because it touched support. Oh, it touched support, it's the bottom. Okay. But then it made another bottom lower, and then another one lower, and then another one lower. So yes, you can buy here on support and catch a little swing, and then sell on resistance, and then wait a little bit and do the same thing here. But if you do that in a downtrend, because this is going down, you know, this is a downward channel. So if you do that on a downtrend, you are going against the trend. The trend is down and you're buying instead of selling. So there are chances that if you buy on that support, it won't go very far like it did here, and it won't go very far like it did here. So going against the trend is riskier. You can do this, you can do what you want, you can always do what you want, but I'm just telling you the concept, the principles. So getting the exact low is, you know, it's nice, but it's hard to do with I would say with technical analysis, unless you go into a smaller time frame. So then it's easier to spot these moves, and then you are closer to the bottom. Voila. That's my 2 cents. Okay, so now we are done with Tesla. Let's do Palantir. So I do Tesla. I do a technical analysis on Tesla and Palantir every single day. That's free. What I'm doing right now is a weekly live, looking at the weekly chart. I usually only do this for my members, but once a month I release this to the public. But usually it's only my members that pay a fee to get this. Just so you know. So Palantir, downward channel, but now we have been bouncing. We still don't have stochastic over 60 yet, so a little bit less strength that we like to have, so we might be coming back down again, and maybe the next time we are going to get next to this $9 resistance, we are going to get our stochastic perfect, and then we have more chance to have a nicer move. So that's our stance here. Looking at the weekly chart for this, so weekly chart is super weak, still super weak. Stochastic at 19, super weak. We lost $9 as a support, and we have not gotten it back. So so I don't think that this daily impulse is going to be, whoops, I don't think it's going to be like this. I don't think it's going to be like this because of the weekly chart. The weekly chart is not there yet. And let's look at the monthly one. Monthly one. Okay, so we are recovering on this $9 resistance, well, support. So so maybe this is going to stop. So we have a longer wick at the bottom here. So this means that the buyers are pushing back up, are pushing the stock back up. So this is a good news. This is a good news that buyers are coming in and are saying this is way too low of a stock, then we need to buy it up. So this is a good news. And let me see something. So maybe we are going to have something. Yes, look at, whoops, look at how we have the same slope here. So we have what I call a double resistance. Look at this. Let me put it where I want. See, we have this here. So once we break this on the monthly chart, then we are most likely going to reach the second one. So once we are going to break maybe 1150 on the monthly, then we might be looking at going to the other place. So yeah, so so nice move on the daily chart. Nice move on the daily chart. But you know, we are going to need to break this big downward resistance to really get outside of this downward channel. But there's still money to be made here. There's still money to be made here, but just watch out for a pullback right here. Watch out for a pullback. So there you have it for Palantir also. So let me go to the comments, and then we are going to call it a day. Where were we? Some people just buy deep selling. I heard some people just buy deep selling. I guess it's tough. We never know until after the fact. Yes, exactly. I guess, yes, because, you know, a stock could go down like this and you say, oh, this is so low, it's incredible, and you buy it, and then it goes lower. Oh, this is so low, it's incredible, I'm gonna buy it, and then it goes lower. Oh, you see, you know, if it just goes down, you need to let it go down. So what I like to preach instead is, when it's go down, let's just identify the parameters of the stock going down, and let's just wait until it breaks that parameter. And the parameter is that resistance here. Because once, when Tesla went to $800, you could have said, oh yeah, this is so low at $800, I cannot believe it, I'm gonna buy. Yes, okay, but it kept going lower and lower, and here at 695, who would have thought that 695 was not the bottom? 695, this is so low, I'm gonna buy it. Okay, but then it went back up, and look at it, went to 620 something. So you cannot know the bottom until it's over, but we still are looking at the downtrend. So once we come out of the downtrend, then we are more sure that we are going to go up instead of temporarily go up and then go down afterwards. So this is not what we want to have. If we want to buy here, we want the stock to go like this, not just do this and come back down again, and do this, come back down again, and do this and come back down again. So to each his own. There are different philosophies, and I'm telling you mine. That's it. Okay, last comment. Thoughts on Q3 and Q4 for Tesla? I don't know. I don't try to predict. Stock prices. I don't try to predict what is going to happen in Q3 or Q4. I don't know, and I don't need to know. I don't need to know. I am here to look at trends. This is a downtrend, small uptrend. This is another trend. And when I see a new trend, I hop in. It's as simple as that. I see a trend, I will hop in until it breaks. That's it. So I don't need to predict anything. I just act on what I see when I see it. Do you consider volumes as an indicator? Yes, the volume is nice. The volume is contextual information. It's nice. You don't need volume for a stock to go down. You can have it, but you don't need it. But I don't use volume nearly as much as I use stochastic or the trend lines. Because you see here the stock from November 4th, the stock started a downtrend, and we started to know it, by November 23rd. Yeah. So we saw that we made a lower high here, but then the volume was the volume average was increasing while we started a downtrend. So if we had looked at volume here and say, oh, the volume is increasing, so this is great. Well, yes, but it was starting to go down. So you see, isn't there an up channel for Tesla last 3 days? Yes, but these really steep channel, I don't draw them too much because they don't tend to last a long time. They don't tend, because I could have had the channel right here. Oh, there's a channel here. Yeah, it lasted 3-4 days, and then well, let me change. Okay, so here, yeah, a channel here, a channel here, a channel here. So I have enough lines that I care about. So I tell my subscribers that when things are going high like this, it does not tend to last a long time. So I don't waste my time and waste space to do them. There's an exception here. So this was super high and super fast. So this was a very tiny channel right here, tiny channel, and it did not last a long time. Well, it lasted in terms of it going up, but it caved in afterwards. So this is why I don't draw them. Thank you, Ted. I like this interaction. It is still possible that it can go to. Whoops, no, sorry, I did not want to. When macro market would be good, you never know, and TA does not help. Am I right? It is still possible. It is still possible that it can go to 1,000 when macro market would be good. You never know, and TA does not help. It is still possible. Yes, it's still possible that it can go to 1,000. That's right. If market would be good, yes. You never know, and TA does not help. No, I would not say that. TA tells you if you are in a downtrend or uptrend. And if you are in a downtrend, don't buy Tesla. This is what it's telling you. So if it's in a downtrend, you don't buy, and hopefully you sell. and you wait until the downtrend is over. And once the downtrend is over and the uptrend starts, then TA is telling you that. It is telling you the downtrend is over and now an uptrend is starting. So it's nice to know that an uptrend is starting because you hop on that train and you ride. Is it going to stop at 1,000? Is it going to stop at 1,200? Is it going to stop at, let me show you. Is it going to stop at here, this resistance? Is it going to stop at 1,500? I don't know. I just know that I'm on a train, and once that train leaves the station in an uptrend, then I'm in the money. I'm in the profit. I'm in the profit. So I don't care if it, well, I would prefer it to go a long way, but I'm in the profit at the beginning of the trend, so I might make 1%, 3%, 5%. Who knew that Tesla would be going, so let me show you here. Who knew, besides myself, when Tesla was in the March 2020 downtrend, Tesla was going down like this. I drew this downward resistance, and at around April 7th, 8th, 9th, stochastic was over 60, and everybody on the news were talking, this is incredible, stocks are going down, this is incredible, economy is in the tank, it's never going to go back up. Yeah, okay, you can say that, but here TA said, no, the downtrend is over. Okay, I don't listen to the news, I look at the stock. The stock has the truth. Downtrend is over, get in. Okay, so get in at $100. At that point it was pre-split, so it was, I think, at $500 here. And look at what happened. The stock went like this. This is technical analysis telling you that the downtrend is done. You can get back in then. So getting back into Tesla on April 2020 at $580 at the time. Now, because of the split, it's adjusted to 125 maybe. The ultimate low was here at 68. Okay, I did not catch the ultimate low. I'm going to give you that. I did not catch this ultimate low. Okay, but I caught this. So yeah, I caught this and I didn't catch this. So that's technical analysis. So you don't catch the ultimate low, but you get most of the ride when people are telling you that stocks are going to never come back up. Sorry, I'm just ranting a bit. Well, when inflation fear will stop, it's possible in Q3. So sorry. Okay, you are talking about the $1,000. Okay. How does algo computerized high frequency trading by dip on the big gap down? How does algo computerized high frequency trading by dip on a big gap down? I don't know. Would you expect Palantir to dip a few more times before breaking out of the current down channel? Yes. Very true. Profit are profit. Profits are profits. Yes. Okay, thank you. Well, great. So thank you very much, guys. So thank you for interacting with me. It's always nice to have this kind of interaction. So I do a Tesla and Palantir video every single day. So The Daily Trader, you can look at it on YouTube, where you found this video. So I'm going to wish you a great rest of the weekend. We are at Sunday. So have fun, and maybe we are going to talk to each other tomorrow if you join me. So thank you, and à la prochaine.